Ready to hit the pause button on your parenting fails? Ready to feel better about your parenting? Welcome to Parenting Pause, the podcast, where all of you is welcome. I'm Leslie Potter, the founder of the Pure Joy Way, a mother, a parent coach, and a fellow traveler on this journey to wake up in our parenting. And I believe together we can make this a better world for ourselves and our kiddos. So this week, I wanted to talk about arrogance. And I know that that's a kind of a edgy topic. And yet I'm going to talk about it from what I learned about it. And it may trigger some feelings inside of you, or maybe some inquiry inside of you about how arrogance may play out in your parenting. I had done so much work on myself. I had done a lot of therapy, a lot of spiritual work, thought I really had it together because I didn't become a mom until I was 44 years old. I adopted my daughter from China as a single mom, and I thought that, I was really, really sure. I was quite arrogant in my belief that I could do it so different than my mom did. I felt like I had worked really, really, really hard to show up as a parent. I mean, it was a real risk to even do it. That's why I waited till 44, because I swore that I was not going to be my mom and I was not going to pass down my lineage to my daughter. So I finally got my chutzpah up, my courage, because I had this really strong heart calling. I really wanted to have the experience of being a mother. And when I got clear that that experience was something that was available to me, not by the usual route that I thought it had to be in my 30s, I thought I had to get married and have a baby. And then all of a sudden in my 40s, I realized that, no, that wasn't true. I could create this experience. And so I went to China to get my sweet girl. And yet I was quite arrogant. Before I had children especially, I was a therapist, and oh man, I could talk about parenting and I could listen to parents and think that, sure, I knew, better. And then I became a parent. I'm sure most of you, if any of you are coaches or therapists, and then you had I know a lot of times teachers are this way. We do really well judging others until we have our own little wonderful beings coming to be with us to highlight parts of ourselves that maybe we haven't integrated. And so my arrogance was really out in front of me. And to hold that arrogance, it was really critical that my daughter joined me in making sure that I look good. And I know you may have that same experience, that it was really important to me because I'd waited so long for it to be a successful experience. And I really wanted, especially everybody in my family, because they thought I was crazy to adopt my daughter. They thought I was a wild bohemian and irresponsible. So, I really wanted to prove to them that I could be this amazing parent. And so my arrogance in thinking I had done attachment parenting work, I had read all the books, I thought I really had this down. I was leading with this arrogance versus leading with my curiosity about my daughter and her needs and how I could show up for her. So I was pretty slammed at one point with my daughter because she was not so interested in my arrogant posture. She wasn't so interested in making me look good, even though I tried really hard to convince her. And in my mind, I tried to convince myself that I was doing the right thing by pushing her, pulling her, forcing her to do what I needed her to do. And yet I finally hit a brick wall when I really began to inquire, why did I need this being to reflect back to me my goodness? Why did I need her to make me feel loved? I mean, even though I said I was there to offer her love, all my actions were basically giving her the message that she was responsible for my happiness, for my love. Because when she would do something that I asked her to do, oh my God, I would feel so important and I would feel loved. And yet, when she wasn't around, I would do those things. I mean, I would take care of everything. And it wasn't a question of whether I was lovable or not. So when I got so clear that even though my arrogance was leading and thinking I was there for her and I was there loving her and I had gone and gotten her and was going to give her this amazing life, that was all my arrogance talking, and it was a compensation for my insecurity, for my deep insecurity to trust myself and to give myself and move into the land of the unknown so that I could actually read my environment. I could actually begin to open and listen to my precious daughter. And it has been quite a journey, which I'm sure it might be for you also. I had no idea when I stepped into the experience of mothering that this journey was going to lead me back to mothering myself and growing myself up emotionally so I could finally drop my arrogance as a compensation and come into my unconditional confidence that in staying internal with myself, loving myself, creating healthy separation with my daughter, that I could actually show up and walk beside this beautiful human being that I was given the honor of spending my life with. Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Pure Joy work.